All right, so we're going to look at an application for example 5. So what this says is the width of a rectangular prism is 3 feet less than the height, and the length of the prism is 4 feet more than the height. Write a polynomial that describes the area of the base of the prism. Okay, so there's a few things. We're talking about a rectangular prism. What is a rectangular prism? A rectangular prism is something where you have a base, right? And it's a rectangle base. So I'm going to make this is going to be a rectangle, okay? And then it has the same shape on the top and the bottom. And then the sides, so this is a rectangular prism. Okay, it has a rectangle on the bottom, it has a rectangle on the top, and everything's connected. So it says, write a polynomial that represents the area of the base. So the area of the base of this is right here. This is the area of the base. So we need to know what shape that is. That is the shape of a rectangle, and the area of a rectangle, area equals length times width. That is what the area is. So what this says is the width of a rectangular prism is 3 feet less than the height. Okay, so this is the width, this is the length, and this is the height, okay, and which is the same thing as I'm going to write the height here. Okay, that's the height, okay? So what this is saying is the width of a rectangular prism, so that means W means equal, width is W, 3 feet less than the height. Okay, remember less than, that means subtraction, and than means flip, so that 3 is going to flip to the back. 3 feet less than the height. The height flips to the front. So that's what our width is, h minus 3. Okay, then it says the length of the prism is 4 feet more than the height. So we have length of the prism, which is here, that is L, equals 4 feet more than. So this is going to be plus and flip, right? So the 4 is going to flip to the back, and the height is going to flip to in front of the plus sign, which would be right here. Okay, so this is our width, and this is our length, okay, from what this is saying. It says, write a polynomial that represents the area of the base of the prism. The base of the prism of a rectangular prism is a rectangle. The area of a rectangle is found by A equals length times width, right? So what is the length? Well, the length is h plus 4. So area equals the quantity h plus 4, and then the width is h minus 3. Okay? So that is our area. Now we can, you know, do FOIL or distribute it twice, right? Which is probably what we should do. So we're going to go h times h. We're going to distribute this h. Hold on, let me get a different color. Distribute this h here and here. So we're going to get the area equals h times h, which is h squared, and then h times negative 3, which is negative 3h. And then we're going to do the inside, this 4, distribute it to both here. 4 times h is 4h. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Then we simplify, right? We can combine like terms there. So we get our area is equal to h squared minus 3h plus 4h. Negative 3 plus 4 is just a positive 1. So it's going to be, you're not going to write positive 1h, you're just going to write positive h minus 12. And if we wanted to write this in function notation, right, we would write this as a of h equals h squared plus h minus 12. Okay, so that is what the answer would be. That is the area of this rectangular base. Now, what does B say? This is A. And then B says find the area of the base when the height is 5 feet. So what do we have? Here's our area. There's our function for the area. And then we want to note when the height is 5. So that's just h equals 5. So you just substitute it in. So you're finding the area when h is 5. So 5 squared plus 5 minus 12. And then it's just order of operations from there. Equals 5 times 5. You do exponents first, right? 5 times 5 is 25. And then just left to right, 25 plus 5 is 30. Minus 12 is 18. Okay, so that's what it is, and it's feet. The area is in. It would be 18 feet squared. Would be the area of the base when the height is 5 feet. Okay, that is what the answer would be. Perfect. Okay, let's look at this next example here. Check it out, example 5, and I want you to go ahead and try this one on your own. Here's my friend the pause dragon. Remind you to pause your device. Go ahead and work it out. When you get done, press play and we'll talk about it together. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, let's see how you did. It says the length of a rectangle is 4 meters shorter than its width. Write a polynomial that represents the area of the rectangle and then find the area of the rectangle when the width is 6 meters. Okay, so we're dealing with a rectangle, so I'm going to draw a picture for A. We have a rectangle here. Okay, it says the length of a rectangle is 4 meters shorter than its width, right? So we could say let L equal length and W equal width, right? Defining our terms. So the length of the rectangle is, so that means L equals 4 meters shorter than. Shorter than means less than, so that's going to be subtracting, and it's going to be than, which means flip. So 4 is going to flip to the back of its width. Width is going to flip to the front. So that is our length. Our length is, this is our length. Our length is equal to W minus 4, and this is our width, right? So we need to find the area. The area is equal to length times width, okay? And we know that our length is the same thing as W minus 4. So we want to have these, right now these are two different variables, and we really want it to be the same. So since we know that the length is equal to W minus 4, we're just going to substitute that in, and we get A equals, instead of writing L, I'm writing the quantity W minus 4 times W. Okay, then I'm just going to do that distributive property twice, right? So W times W, W times negative 4, and I'm going to make this A of W equals W times W is W squared, W times negative 4 is negative 4W. And so there's my area of the rectangle. Okay? Now for part B, it says find the area of the rectangle when the width is 6 meters. So for B, I'm going to take this formula, and then I'm going to figure out what the area is when the width is 6. Okay, so I'm going to find A of 6 equals 6 squared, just substitute it in. And what do I get? I get 6 times 6 squared, just order of operations, right? 6 squared is the same thing as 6 times 6, which is 36. Multiplication, negative 4 times 6 is negative 24. And then 36 minus 24 is going to be 12. Okay? So what that means, I'm dealing with meters, so my area is going to be 12 meters squared. So I'm going to say the area of the rectangle is 12 meters squared when the width is 6 meters. So that's it. That is the answer. So if you got that right, Awesome job, and I will see you next time.